I made 25K trading futures, starting with only 5K on a live account, and I want to show you guys how to sign up, how to start, and what to do and what you should be expecting. So I've been trading for around 3 years. I've been in this trading. I've been doing this trading for a couple of months now, or no, years now actually. Sorry, I don't know why I said months. I've been doing trading starting with crypto, around when Trump coin dropped. That was like around last year. But I was doing crypto before that, way before that. But then I got into futures. I was like, whoa, like this is so much better. Haven't done options, haven't done anything like that. So I'm kind of like just like you guys. So it's possible. Sorry, it's possible to make money in this space. Even if you are not 100% sure what you've been doing. I've been trading futures for around a year now, and I've already made a lot of money on futures. And I didn't start with a lot, so I just want to show you guys how to sign up, what to do. I've also made my own website called Precision Indicators. I'll show you that with the best indicators that you could get from what I noticed that you don't have a lot of the time. So there's a lot of things that I've learned to use and I've learned to do because of the fact that when I was trading, those opportunities were not there. So first, what we do want to do, I'll have the link in the bio, but we want to open up something called, we'll do it here, Ninja Trader. There's a lot of different websites and a lot of different apps that you can use. I like Ninja Trader. I do have an affiliate link in the bio so you can get started. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. Ninja Trader, you can also trade on TradingView. I know a lot of people do a lot of TradingView. But I don't do that anymore. I used to trade on TradingView because of the fact that you would have this right here. So you could kind of get in on a buy and sell. Well, I can't really show you guys here, but you would be able to do like a buy and sell orders super quick. But I don't do that anymore because we have our own now on Ninja Trader. What you'll tend to notice is that you don't have a order panel on anything else really other than TradingView. Even TradingView doesn't really give you the best order panel. But you head a Ninja Trader. This is where we want to do it. We want to create an account here. Whatever it takes just to start trading. We want to sign up. Use any email. That is one of my emails there. So let's say I wanted to sign up using like PC parts fs@gmail.com. Right? Sign up. Boom. You're gonna be taken to a spot called here, live trading, demo trading. I have 0 on this account. Boom. You could look here within the past 3 months. 50% win rate, 280 drawdown. Oh, this is not my main account, by the way. But on this account, I have 50% win rate. On my other account, I could show you guys. I still have a 50% win rate, but I've actually have a lot of money in there. But that's not the point. This is the dashboard. What we kind of want to do here is just set up everything, set up your payments, your transfer funds, where you're going to start trading. For me, there are different ways that you can trade. If you guys don't know, there's something called prop firms. What prop firms are you trading with fake capital. So something like Tradeify, which is my favorite prop firm for futures, you are trading with their capital. So for example, a 25K account is $65. You don't actually have 25,000 to withdraw. You have to hit these profit targets here. So let's say on a 25K account, you hit 1,500 without losing more than $1,000 in a day. Then you keep the account and you pass. And then when you pass You basically from there you can get a funded account, and everything you make, you could start to withdraw. You have to get a 40% consistency rule, so that means you can only make up to a certain amount per day. You can't make the whole 1,500 per day, so you can make like, I think like 400 maybe, or like 500 per day. So you could do it you could pass in 3 days, and that would keep it under the 40% consistency rule. Some of them have an activation fee. I love Tradeify because you don't have any activation fees. What I would say really to do here is get the 50Ks. They're really good. When you're starting off, I would do, like, if it's your first time ever, I would start off with a 25K. I'm not sponsored. I just really do think this one is a really good prop firm. This is how you will start off. But if you're trading live money and you want to actually trade in a real account, this is what you need. You need to create this account anyways, just so that you can access these, because they run through those accounts with Tradeify. They run through NinjaTrader or Trade08 or TradeSia, whichever one you prefer. They do run through that. So once you get that done, I recommend there's two things you could do. So you could download the NinjaTrader app. That's one option. From there you would download the app. Well, from here you will download the app. And then once you get the app, it's in the dashboard. I'm so sorry, I'm lost today. Once you get the app, you can launch it from here. For me, I have a quick startup, so I'll launch it pretty fast. Once you launch the app, you kind of want to get to, boom, you're going to see something that looks like this right here. You're going to ask, and you're going to say, because everyone does if it's your first time, what am I looking at? It's really, really, really easy. It looks a little complicated. I know you're probably used to trading view, but this is super easy. This right here is the only thing you really need. So we could close this out, we can close that out, and we could close this out. This is your control panel. From here, you have your connections. This is your SIM account. So you could type in any amount of cash to do like basically a simulation, right? If you disconnect it, there's no account here anymore. This is your playback account. So you can go here, you can review market replays of certain dates. I have a lot of dates saved, so I could just go and back test. Boom, I have to continue. But when you connected, you could also change the amount you're back testing with. Boom, you leave, and this is your live account. This will show the money you actually have, if the money you work for, the money you put in. Boom. With that being said, here is where you'll be using if you are importing one of the NinjaTrader scripts from my website, which I'll get to later. You'll just import NinjaScript add-on. Boom, you hit the files and you just pick it, precision indicators. But you will not be doing that yet. We go to chart. We hit MNQ or MES, whatever you like to trade. There's also gold, but if you don't see that there, I have mine pinned. You would go to futures, and then you would look through here. You see ES, you see MNQ, you see NQ. Now let me tell you the difference. NQ is basically, to sum it up, because there's like a technical way to explain it and just a normal way to explain it. If you're trading on NQ, your contracts are worth more than if you're trading on MNQ, because MNQ is micro-sized. NQ is called mini, which is basically bigger sizes. So let's say, for example, we'll do an example, because this is gonna go really in depth to explain kind of the differences here for you guys, so you can see. We'll just do this. This is how you open a chart, by the way. You go here, you press chart, you select it. You could do the 5 minute, 1 minute, 3 minute, whatever you want. This is my order panel, and this is all the indicators I recommend, because it tells you your information here. Everything that you need to know about price is right there for you. That's super important to have, because not a lot of things have it. If we are trading and we enter one contract for a buy position,
order submitted.
You are basically, every tick, I believe, is 50 cents. So every tick is 50 cents. Now, let's say we were on NQ, which I don't think we have downloaded actually. This is gonna be a long video, so you guys can skip and go along. I'll try to see if I can put on the bottom where like certain parts of the videos are at, but if you know these, then you could just skip along, because this is for beginners, like absolute beginners. This is like futures for dummies, like that's what this is basically. So you can also look it up here. I'm just gonna look up NQ. Boom, bam.
Order canceled.
I don't think I have to. For replays, it is a little complicated. I might have to get to that in another video, but we won't be getting to that today, because that is more than you need to know right now. So for replays right now, I can't go back on it to show you, but basically every tick was moving like $1 on that, or like 50 cents. Like then like every other tick would be moving like $10, for example. I'm not certain on what the math is for that, but that's really all you need to know. If you're trading with like if you're trading on a funded account, or if you're trading on a prop firm, you're most likely not going to use NQ. You will use MAS. So 10 MNQ contracts, or not, you're not going to use MES. You're going to use MES or MNQ. There's so much different names that you start to get confused, but it's super easy once you understand it. 10 MNQ contracts is equal to 1 NQ contract. So if you think about that, it's 1/10 of the size, is the best way to explain it. Here, that's how you open the chart. You hit new, you hit chart, you look up the chart you want to trade, and you trade. Make sure you hit M if you want it to be smaller, or else you'll be entering with big size. So from here, boom, this is where the magic happens. Not yours will not look like this off the bat. There's a few things you'll have to change, right? If you left click the chart, you'll see your indicators. Here you hit there, and there's different types of indicators here. I have all of mine here that I customly made from the website, which have license keys. I showed that. But with these, you have basically different indicators that you can use, the same as you'll do as TradingView. The best part with this is that you can actually use custom indicators people created that hook up directly to your computer to see market action and price and volume and et cetera, et cetera. But this is where you'll get all your indicators for those of you who love indicators. Data series. This is where you can change basically if you're trading on the 1 minute, the day, the week, the whatever time frame you want to trade on. It's all up to you. You could also add here and let's say I want M and Q on the 1 minute on this time, and then I also want M and Q on the 5 minute right next to me, so that I could just go back and forth and see, or if I could go back and forth and see like how it looks on the 1 minute, how it looks on the 5 minute, and compare. I will make a separate video of how to actually understand the time frames and how to trade using larger, higher time frames. Because this is a video just explaining how to use NinjaTrader to trade. This isn't a video explaining basically what futures is. This is just how to use NinjaTrader. And then we have also it up here if you want to change it on the chart that you are at currently. Here you could change your mouse. Obviously, you see I love to have the lines everywhere, but if you don't want that and you just want a mouse, that feels a bit weird to me, so I usually have mine as local. Here you will not be using this. I don't use this. I don't know what that is. And most people don't use that. I think it's a magnifying glass, but I really couldn't tell you. Chart trader, it's very important here to be able to see your orders. This is what you would be using. This is literally what you would be using to trade if you don't have my indicator here. This is important because from here you hit buy, sell, buy ask, buy, sell bid, and etc, etc, etc. You can only optimize it like this. It's literally how you trade. If you have an ATM, you could have a preset, so like when you hit buy or sell, it automatically goes like $30 loss, or like 30 ticks, and then 50 ticks or something for take profit. You cannot really adjust it more than this. That's why I have an order panel here that does that for you. You can adjust the contracts quick. You could enter your orders quick. It'll calculate your risk for you if you want. So you're gonna risk 5%. You just calculate the size. Boom, it hits it for you of your account. It takes in your account balance into play. You could also do a lot more with that, but this really is in depth here. So like auto break even, but all these things are super more customizable than what you already have. You can have lines so you can see the trading where you could drag it where you want your stop loss and take profit to be. Way better than this, but to be able to see that, you have to have chart trader hidden, not off, chart trader hidden. Because it's still native to NinjaTrader's own website. Enough about the indicator. That's where that comes into play. This is the same thing, data series. That's what I just showed you. That is the same thing as left clicking all this. You see basically all those up there. Now, to change the chart colors, you go to property, boom, chart background. You could change it to whatever you want. If you want a gray, I might keep this low key. That's sexy. You could save your default by templates. You go to load or save as default. Boom. Now, every time you open it, you don't have to reconfigure everything you already did. Boom. It's already like this. The moment you come in, you trade it. To move it, you drag up and down right here, or drag to stretch it, you drag right here. To move around, you notice when I'm clicking, it's not going down. You hit control and you move wherever you want. So then when you become a pro, you could just move a price action like this. At first it feels a little weird, but once you get used to it, like you kind of know like what to do, you know, like you could just start moving, going around the chart, analyzing price. Just hit control basically if you want to do that. So shift, just side to side. Shift is side to side. If you want to move price action, just side to side, not up and down. Control is like freeform. You could do really everything you want. So if you know how to move fast, or if you're just analyzing price like that, you could hit both at the same time. Drag, pull down, analyze price if you want. F right here. So let's say I'm all the way over here. You center. That's it. It does not work if you press F on your keyboard. F on your keyboard is to look for another stop. This is how you do that. Also, boom, right here. That brings you exactly to where you are. boom, boom. Both of them realigns your whole chart. So the middle, dead center. To get these, all you have to do is go to indicators, drawing tools. If you like to mark out your charts, you can mark out highs, your lows, swing highs, swing lows. Put some text there if you like. I can't spell. Boom, you could drag that. Everything is super like versatile. You could change the color every time you double tick it. You could change the color to blue, red, whatever you like. Whatever you see, you could change the size too. Excuse me. Once I actually I think you might have to do it in here. You can't drag it. But I know you can change the size. I'm just super slow. Effing, bro. I've done it before. But you can change the size. You can delete it by hitting delete button. Not backspace. Delete deletes them. If you want, I usually have mine in the corner right here so it doesn't bother me. And that's another indicator you got there. These are some of the same things. Drawing tools. You could have a risk reward tool here. Oh, that's Riley's. I forgot. Oh, let me not. That's another. That's a risk reward tool. It's basically a different version of the order panel. His stuff are good too. Boom. You can remove all drawing objects like that. So now that you guys know, you could also right here. Let me see if I could show you guys. There's a chart toolbar, drawing tools, just everything here, window. I should have always on top. That's how you technically just change all of that. I want to see, because for you guys, it might start off really different. To be able to, one thing I would like to say is like here where you see properties, I would recommend to copy these settings. You could also, if you don't like the grid lines like this, you could change them. So you don't have to have these lines anywhere if you don't want them to be anywhere. Like for example, boom, or there's a way to turn them completely off if you just like that. It's all preference. You could have it do it automatic and scale depending on, like for me, I had it so like you could see how much points the market is moving. Every single little price movement was 10 points. So like from here to here would be like 10 points. So there would be like a line from there to there. Basically, you could do that. It helps you kind of keep track on where the market is. Super simple stuff. That is how to use that. Now, again, it's super simple. I don't see much more I can show you guys on this because that's really all that you need to use to start trading. Whenever you do trade, I do recommend that you guys check out my indicators because again, it really does help. I have a few and they're all on this website right here. You can have a order panel. It's super nice setup website. Once you get it, you have a key that is automatically installed for you there. Boom. That's the order panel still. That's on a funded account or not a funded account, an eval explaining how to use it. There's also a signal engine where it gives you signals. I did not have that one on, which I will have it on when I start trading. I just don't keep it on for no reason because I didn't want it to be all over the screen. There's a news notifier, which is what you see on the bottom right. It kind of tells you like the volatility, if it's aligned, and what is causing that volatility. So right now there's a spike and it can read it out loud to you too if you want. And it gives you a little beep beep, like a little notification. That's $59 a month. The countdown is free. It's a little candle countdown that you've seen on the side. It just helps you know when a candle closes because a lot can happen. within the last 10 seconds of the candle. Like as you can see here, like boom, it was going up, we dropped. That usually happens often. You would have that, and then the order panel. Again, all of these are really just to help you guys out. I would make money off of it, and I would appreciate if you guys bought it, but at the end of the day, it's things that I've seen that people end up needing while trading. It tells you how much points it is away and everything. Like that is not something you kind of get usually. This is what I mean by you could drag it. Horrible take profit and stop loss here. Want to make $80,000. Yeah. But basically these are all for you. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, that is just a simple tutorial of how to use NinjaTrader. If you guys have any other questions, you could ask them in the comments. I'll respond to every question that you guys have, and I will make another video explaining on more of the things on how to use this. Alright guys, see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe.